My last video was dedicated to Robert the Bruce. Did you wonder why? Here is the answer. You would have heard the story of this king who was defeated 6 times and he went and hid in a cave. He saw a spider making a web on the cave wall and it kept on falling down, yet it did not give up. Seeing the spider, the king got inspired and he went back to the battle, and this time he won it on his 7th attempt. Now, what's the connection? I also failed 6 times and I nearly gave up. The rest of the story you already know. Hello friends and welcome to Wandering Som. One of you commented on my last video that I need to elaborate on how to take the battery out of the twins. This video is all about that. Before I get down to doing that, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel Wandering Som, click on to the red color button at the right bottom corner of the screen. And if you find this video useful, please do like and share it as well. Watch the video till the end as there is a useful tip for you regarding your batteries. So this is where our battery is, just behind this utility box. We will begin with this because our toolkit is over here. So today we are going to use the toolkit that's available within our bike to take the battery out. So this is our toolkit. We need to open up a total of 5 screws. So 1, 2, 3. This is the 4th one. This is the last one that will come off. And there is one on the other side. I'll just show you which one. One over here. So let's get on with it. So this is number 10 that we have, and we are going to use this to open up the screws. It's important that we keep them somewhere safe and we don't lose them. Next, we need the Allen key to take out screw number 4. Don't lose the washers as they provide the necessary grip. And we pull this part out. On that side, that's the positive terminal, and over here we see the negative terminal. So this is the negative and that side is the positive terminal. Here is a word of caution. Whenever you are disconnecting a battery, first disconnect the negative terminal and then go to the positive terminal. Now to disconnect the negative terminal, we have a socket over here. We will just simply take this thing out. And our terminal is disconnected. Now it's just a matter of unscrewing over here. The belt is something that holds the battery tightly to the bike. And now what we are going to do is take this part out. Okay. Now once we take this part out, the battery can always slide out. Now the battery is free to come out. However, the wire which is on the negative side, it's not long enough for the entire battery to slide out. As I have already disconnected the negative terminal by taking that socket out, I can actually now start unscrewing these nuts over here. Again, I'll be using span number 10. You would have already noticed that I'm using all the tools that came with the bike. I am not using any of my own stuff. This at times becomes a bit tricky, slippery because of the grease that is there. What you can also do is just simply wipe out the grease which is over here so that you get a better grip. Part 1 is out. Now let's get on with the other one. Between the two, this is slightly difficult because there are so many wires. This is the main wire of the bike. I have this special device, this blue one, which is called the Let's Track. It's a tracking device. One of my upcoming videos, it's going to be on this, and I will show you how exactly this works and how it is useful for you as well. But for now, let's get on with the battery. It's out. All these screws which are there on the battery, they are the plus ones. So what you could also do, if you have a screwdriver which has got the longer handle, the plus one, then it will also help you. It will be easier for you to take out. So now that we have taken out all these screws, it's a simple slide out. And the battery is out. So this is our battery. Important thing again to note, you see these bolts over here, there are two of them over here. So please ensure that they stay in their respective places, because once you're putting the screw back, this is what is going to hold. So don't lose them. So guys, this is how you take your battery out, and putting it back is again a similar thing, but let's clean it a bit before I put it back. One thing I realized while doing this, this is my opinion and I could be completely wrong. It seems to me that taking the battery out of Interceptor or GT is probably one of the most difficult things to do as compared to other bikes. When you look at Bullet, they usually have, whether it's this side or that side, I'm slightly confused, but they have a separate compartment which you just simply take out and the battery is accessible over there. Same goes with a lot of other bikes. Then there are a few bikes where you take the seat out and the battery is right over here. But in the case of Interceptor, you will have to do a lot of stuff to take the battery out. Now let's put the battery back. As I had mentioned, while disconnecting, we disconnected the negative terminal first and then we did the positive. While putting it back, we are going to put the positive terminal first and then we will connect the negative terminal. Ensure it's properly secured and it's tight and this thing doesn't move, because if this stays loose, you may not be able to start the bike. Between the two terminals, connecting the negative one or the neutral one is slightly more challenging because of so many wires that are over here. Therefore, there is limited space, and that's the reason I said that if you have a long screwdriver, the plus one, it might be a bit helpful. So now that it's all done, let's cover it up. So this is done, and let's cover the red one as well. So now that both the terminals are secured, it's time to secure the battery. It's tight, and now time to put the belt. So the battery is all secured. We have secured the terminals, we have secured the battery. Now time to make the final connection. So we are going to connect these two sockets over here and we are all connected. Now let's see if it is working. So this is how you take the battery out of an Interceptor, and the same process is for GT as well. It is not as easy as compared to other bikes, but then this is Interceptor. So here is a useful tip for you, as I had promised at the beginning of the video. So if you have an inverter at home, you can charge your car or your bike batteries using that inverter. Simply connect the two cables that are otherwise connected to the inverter battery to your car or your bike battery and leave it for some time. Soon it will be charged enough for it to fire the engine. I hope this particular tip is useful, and I also hope you don't have to use this kind of stuff, but then in case of dire emergencies, all these jugaads actually come handy. So that's all I have for now. I hope you found the video useful, and if you did, don't forget to like and share it, and also don't forget to subscribe to my channel Wandering Som. So till the time the lockdown is still there, stay home, stay safe, and whenever it opens up, ride safely. Take care for now. Bye-bye.